Okay guys, we're inside of the first Descendant and it has been a interesting afternoon as the last few days have been absolutely awful for server notices and all of that good jazz. Well, we've now got a new hotfix which has not only made things worse, but it's made things a lot worse. So we're going to take a look at exactly what's in the hotfix, the repercussions of it, and we're going to take a look at a few other things that have happened in the last 24 hours with regards to this game. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. On top of that, check out our sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can buy your video games cheaper for PC and consoles with the best deals, offers, promotions and discounts, all running up to 70% off. So no more faffing around. Link in the description. Go and get your games cheaper. Let's dive on into the first Descendant and see what's going on, because we had this post go up earlier on today stating the first Descendant hotfix 1.0.1 is live for details. And when we take a look at said details, we have got some interesting ones that we're going to talk about because this makes no sense to me at all. But the first Descendant new patch for 1.0.1 has now been applied. It was applied earlier on today, so you guys will now all have your downloads. This was for Steam, Xbox Series S and X, Xbox One, PS4 and PS5. The games are still just into old generation consoles. It actually baffles me that we're still doing this, but irrelevant. Anyway, the platform in the system, this one here, they fixed an issue where the logo sound volume was too high when launching the game. Thank bloody god my eardrums blew every freaking time, but it was good for a funny meme. Next up, the server and client stabilization has been carried out. We'll get back to that one in just a moment. PS5, they've removed the unintended factors that were degrading performance, and the PS5 and Xbox Series X, they fixed an issue where the FSR upscale was malfunctioning. Now, this one's an interesting one, but again, we're going to dive back into it and we'll come back to it. Content improvements. The knockback and knockdown recovery times has been sped up by 1.5 times. Thank the Lord. Half of it made no sense to me at all. The maximum usage of the Artilleric Shield skill per phase has been reduced from 2 times to 1 time. Again, thank the bloody Lord for that one. As far as bug fixes go, though, they fixed an issue where the back button did not work after closing the capacity exceeding pop-up in the module enhancement UI. Xbox One fix where the issue where they had the heads of other players wearing skins would intermittently not display. Bit of a weird one, to say the least. As far as modules go, though, they fixed the issue where the skill power modifier number was not applied correctly after level 5 enhancement of the lethal infection module. And they've also fixed the issue where the ultimate module drop animation was used when the normal module high power round capacity increase was dropped. All in all, though, I'm not really seeing actual issues being fixed here. These obviously will have affected some people, but these are very minute compared to some of the stuff that we're witnessing right now. In the field, they fixed an issue where object destruction animations did not appear in the strategic outpost, and they fixed an issue where the name and description of the NPC Dominic in the Hagos region was displayed incorrectly. As far as equipment goes, though, the equipment movement, quite a nice one. They fixed an issue where the guided round of the ultimate weapon restored relic did not apply the ancient fire status effect, and also they fixed the tooltip error for the fire skill power of the active volcano experimental components 2-set effect. On top, they've also fixed the tooltip error for the weak point damage of the Frozen Heart external components 4-set effect. Now, that's all they've done, actually. So, actually, they didn't really do a massive amount that would have affected most of you on a day-to-day, although what we are now experiencing is something crazy. Yeah, that's it. The LE:13 is now back and the game login is now failing left, right and center, with thousands of people having issues getting on. Oddly enough, more on console than on PC, which for somebody who's been in the gaming scene for quite a while, this is normally not this way round. Normally we have the issues on PC and not so much on the consoles, but apparently these issues are going all across the board, but primarily on console. We had a tweet just after that stated, though, that expanding test participation rewards. We would like to thank you for your interest in the first Descendant and for participating in the test. However, we have identified a partial issue where rewards were not distributed. Due to various issues after the launch, we were unable to provide a stable service and we feel deeply regretful. As a sincere apology, we have decided to expand the rewards for everyone. So, yeah. That's right. Not only have you not been able to play your game, but instead of doing the one thing that they probably should be doing, and that's giving you guys currency for the absolutely extortionate amount of money you need to spend on skins, they are just going to give you guys the reward for everybody who actually tested the game during the really difficult parts. The odd part about it actually was that during the betas, for me at least, this was absolutely flawless. We had barely any issues, and this was nothing like what we're experiencing right now. What we're experiencing right now is absolutely ridiculous, to say the least, if I'm completely honest. And that's a lot coming from me, because I love this game. I've been waiting for a very long time for this game. And yeah, we're going to take some look at some of the stuff going on inside of the game right now, because I want your guys' opinions on a couple of things. This first one, I feel, is going to resonate quite a lot with most of you. I now have Freyna, but after a absolute slog of a grind, I had to farm out the living life of these pieces to be able to craft her up to it. And apparently I wasn't the only one. With an alleged 20% drop rate, I call absolute BS. Now it states right here, done this same mission 5 hours and not once has it dropped the singular piece I actually need. I do now have a boatload of amorphous mats, but only a few shape stabilizers. Send help. My problem is that I probably spent about 3.5 hours trying to get this one piece, and it took ages. We sat on stream and just farmed everything else. Now, this is something that you need to take into consideration, because somebody responded to this Reddit post and stated, are you guys posting these about the 20% drop rate? Got me sweating about the 3% drop rates on ultimate parts. Now, I don't know about you, but I would much rather spend the $80 to $100 on the skins than farm said 3% drop rate parts. After experiencing what the 20% drop rate is, which, by the way, definitely not 20%, I can't not even just speak for myself, but after 5+ hours of not getting it, then I would state that that's probably not a 20% rating. Just my opinion. Let me know yours. Anywho, moving on, some things that this thing actually really does need, and that is matchmaking on hard mode. Why on earth there's no matchmaking on hard mode makes no sense to me at all. This Reddit post states right here, as an older gamer, none of my friends that play this game. I stopped playing Destiny 2 because the harder content would not have matchmaking. Please don't make me rely on external tools to get a team when I have limited time to play. Just add matchmaking for people who want to use the function. Please don't alienate other gamers like me. I want to invest in your game by purchasing battle pass and skins, but as it is now, I won't be until things change. Thanks. Why they've not got matchmaking on hard mode is absolutely beyond me. It's like they're stating that only group sessions can actually play this game, or you have to try and solo it yourself. I don't know. Let me know your opinions down in the comment section below, but for me, that is baffling. And a Reddit post which seems to be doing quite well, and a lot of people have agreed with, and I think that I kind of agree with it myself, is this one right here. Friendly reminder that if you're unhappy with the monetization, don't spend a single cent on this game. Now, I agree with the following statement that's about to come up, but this is never ever going to happen. Only way to make changes happen is if Nexon feels the player outage hits their bottom line. We will probably never get truly ethical MTX, aka microtransactions, in this game, but what we have now is wild levels of price gouging. Now this is a problem because everybody is complaining about the prices, and yet if I head into the game and go down to the main Albion outpost, the likelihood is that most people have got a skin on. Now I understand that this is quite a pricey feature, and I also understand that you don't want to pay the price, but if you're going to pay the price, they're going to charge the price. I don't understand it. So many people are saying that they're not happy with the pricing on it, and yet they're spending tens, hundreds, and I can presume that some people have even nearly put 1,000 in just based on the actual skins and ultimates and all that stuff alone. The way that these drop rates work, it doesn't surprise me the amount of people that have got the ultimate skins on, because I am absolutely tempted to do it myself, but nonetheless, this is something that we have to take into consideration. Are you guys bothered by the pricing? Have you put money into it? Be honest and own it. If you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe, post notifications turned on. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. Appreciate your faces. Stay tuned for more of the first Descendant updates here on the channel, and I'll see you in the clouds.